In my previous broadcast, I talked about the character it takes to win, and today I want to talk about practice. In my book, Going One-on-One with Life, I call him Mr. Practice. You don't just win in life. You don't just achieve your goals unless you have practiced them over and over again. You've heard many times that practice makes perfect. You need to practice the right way to win, so when Mr. Work meets opportunity and they both agree that you've practiced enough, then they introduce you to Mr. Success. Practice running late all the time and you'll be late wherever you go. Practice speeding and you'll be a speeder and pretty much collect a few tickets because of it. Practice smiling and pretty soon everyone will think you smile a lot. I know this all sounds simple, but it's true. Whatever you practice, you will become. Practice are the building blocks to creating your habits. Practice is the framework you create which pour the foundation of your habits into place that will either help you win or lose in life. Do you really want to achieve a greater life, opportunities for yourself, and so on? Then practice them. The score was tied and the bases loaded, and little Johnny was the last hitter up to bat. It was now all up to him to score so his team would win. He stood at the bat, and the pitch was made. Little Johnny swung and missed the ball. "Strike one," the umpire shouted. The coach said as loud as he could, "Johnny, do what we practiced to do, and you'll be okay." Johnny looked at the coach and said, "Okay." Then the pitch was thrown again, and this time little Johnny was ready. He hit the ball over to the left field, and the runners came in to score, and they won the game. Afterward, one of the parents asked Johnny, "How did you feel about hitting the winning ball?" Johnny replied, "I just gripped the bat, looked over to the field I was comfortable hitting towards, and I hit in that direction." The parent said, "Well, how did you know that you would hit in that direction?" Little Johnny quickly responded, "I always practice hitting over there all the time." You can't win without practicing to win. Many people blame Mr. Habit for everything, but is this really true? Of course not. Each and every one of us are responsible for the way we practice. We are 100% responsible for practicing, and if it's the wrong way, then we are creating the wrong habits. You can't be something or anything unless you practice it. And believe it or not, you're always practicing in your life, even if you're not conscious of it. Isn't it true you are what you eat? Then isn't it also true you are what you practice to be? Remember, habits don't just form themselves. They are first practiced until they're learned. Then they graduate into becoming part of your life. Want successful habits? Then practice the right way to win in your life. How do you run a 26-mile marathon? You practice. And depending on what kind of condition you're in, you'll have to practice running on a timely schedule until the race day to achieve the goal of completing the marathon. Too many people don't want to practice because with practice comes good old Mr. Work. And it's not fun to practice winning when all you do is win without putting in the work that it takes. It doesn't matter what it is in life you want. The more you practice, the closer you are to achieving your goals. I'm Chris Fantastic Powell.